if you take the Nigerian accent like this and you slow it down, you put a lot of slavery in there.
Facts.
And then you start to put a little bit of subservience in it. This is what starts to happen to the Nigerian accent.
Man.
It goes this because literally, if you're down here and you start to speed it up, and then you start to take all the thing out of it, then before you know it, you're talking like this.
Now we are free again. Now we are free.
Most people think Britain invaded Nigeria for palm oil. In reality, Britain first arrived as traders, not conquerors.
We only came here to trade.
At least, that's what they said. They came by sea. They traded with powerful kingdoms. And for over a century, trade was all it was. In the 1700s, British ships arrived on the coast, trading European goods for enslaved Africans. Powerful Nigerian kingdoms like Bonny and Old Calabar controlled this trade and grew wealthy from it. Then in 1807, Britain banned the slave trade. Not slavery itself, just the trade. So British merchants needed something new to sell. They found it growing along the Niger Delta, palm oil. Britain's factories needed it desperately for soap and to lubricate the machines powering their industrial revolution. The Niger Delta became known as the oil rivers. Nigerian kingdoms adapted quickly, and some grew richer than ever supplying it. In 1861, Lagos became Britain's first formal colony on Nigerian soil, using the suppression of the slave trade as justification. For years after that, this was still mostly trade. Britain needed African kings. African kings needed British ships. Then one king went too far. His name was Jaja of Opobo. Instead of relying on British middlemen, he built his own trading network, shipping his palm oil directly to Britain himself, cutting out the very merchants who had grown wealthy off men like him. Britain's response was simple. They lured him onto a British warship under the pretense of negotiation.
Come aboard. Let us talk business.
He never came home. Jaja was exiled to the Caribbean in 1887 and died before ever seeing Opobo again. That was the first warning sign. Trade only worked as long as Africans stayed beneath Britain, never equal, never independent. And Jaja's exile wasn't an isolated decision. It was part of something much bigger already happening across Africa. 3 years before Jaja was taken, in 1884, the world's most powerful nations gathered in Berlin to draw up new rules for colonizing Africa. Trade routes and informal influence were no longer enough. Only full occupation, flags, administrations, soldiers would count as legitimate ownership. Britain had a choice: formalize control or risk France or Germany taking it instead. In 1892, Britain forced a similar deal onto the Oba of Benin, a powerful kingdom further east. He signed reluctantly. When he later pushed back with new demands, Britain sent an armed delegation to renegotiate by force. It ended in war. By 1897, Benin's ancient kingdom had fallen completely to British troops. By 1903, the north had been conquered too. Powerful Fulani Emirates defeated one by one. In 1914, Britain merged the north and south into a single country. They called it Nigeria. Hundreds of different kingdoms, different religions, different languages, different histories, combined into one artificial nation because it was administratively convenient for Britain, not because it made sense for the people living there. Britain arrived selling promises of trade. They left having redrawn an entire continent's future, kingdom by kingdom, contract by contract, and warship by warship.
Nigerians, they do sometimes, Africans in general, some of them do think they're better than African Americans, which is bullshit.
Right.
Because it's not the truth, because Africans are treated like shit in Africa. Colonization.
Yeah.
England, France. That's why you speak in French, not because you special.
Yeah.
Because they came and sat on your shit and said, you going to speak what the fuck we speak.
Right.
The Dutch, all of them, Italian, all of those European countries came and colonized you, treated you like shit. I mean, you go to South Africa, white people are calling themselves Africans and they don't even look it. That's some gangster shit, don't you think? I'm from South Africa. No, you're not. You're Dutch. You just didn't know when the fuck to leave. You see what I'm saying? It's fucked up. So that should tell you, and what African Americans have gone through, the fucking hell that they've gone through and still go through. How are you coming from that mentality and saying you thinking you better than them? Because you have an accent? Because for some reason, the white society in America tends to, Africa, he has an accent. It's a little different. It's like when you're British, like Idris said, when you have a British accent and you're black. Hello, I don't know. That's what I'm doing. Ooh.